Hello, Biafrans. Good afternoon from here. Good evening, good night, and good morning. This is Veronica at the Jesus BTV Europe. And today we have come back. This is our daily bread, and this is where we preach our gospel of awareness to the Biafran struggle and the restoration of Biafra, to let the whole world know where we are coming from and what is happening around us. And here we are telling the truth, the way it is, and how it is. And today we are going to talk about the injustice, and injustice about the case and the court case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, it is always about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because this is what is done right now. This is what is happening right now. And we have to talk about it. We have to circulate. We have to let the whole world know what is happening around us, what is happening within us. Because we cannot keep quiet. So that is why we are here. Injustice in the justice system of Nigeria. Injustice in the judicial system. Injustice within the government. That is why we are here. Why is the incessant adjournment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case? Why the unending trial? A trial that seems not to have an end. Adjournment upon adjournment that seems to have no end. And it looks as if there is no end. It looks as if it is not going to end. Even while everybody is shouting for justice for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even while people are calling for justice, people that matters, as president of the same country, Nigeria, past presidents, senators, rulers, chiefs, many people, the masses, everybody is crying injustice and asking for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But it looks as if it is not ending. It looks as if it will never end. Then we're asking, why? Is it that the judiciary system in Nigeria is not functioning? Is it that the injustice is set to be applied, or that justice is too far from getting in the Nigerian judicial system? Or is that because it is one man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Is it because he comes from a sect of a region? Or is it because he is said to be Igbo, Biafran? Then today we must find out. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he as the leader of IPOB, has been incarcerated almost 10 years now, he's been incarcerated. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was bailed before, what's on bail? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail. No. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was about to go for his court hearing. He was in his house while they sent the army to kill him. And in this operation, the Python dance, they called it. So many lives, more than 23 lives were lost. It was by the grace of God that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escaped death. Then I ask, why will a man who was on bail, doing his own thing, without failing the Lord, without causing any havoc, he was operating within the bands of Lord that he was given, was in his house, with people in his house, doing his own thing, while the army came to kill him, where they destroyed the house. They killed so many people. So what do they want? That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should have been killed in that particular Python operation. Is that what they wanted? Or he should have stayed and to be killed. They could have gotten him and they could have killed him. No, they were not satisfied because he escaped. He wasn't killed. He was targeted. Oh, maybe they were angry that he escaped and he is still alive. And after that, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was again kidnapped, renditioned. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was on his own and he was renditioned. Then you must ask, was this rendition, was this kidnap done properly and according to law and the rights and rules of the UN or even of the same African chapter where they operate? Where his kidnap, his rendition, were it done properly according to the law? No, it wasn't. He was kidnapped, he was tortured, he was tortured. What if this same man was killed? Within the 8 days, he was tortured, dragged, and brought back to the country, the same country, Nigeria. While he came in, you brought him in. The same justice system denied him the right of a lawyer, smuggled him into the court without his lawyer, without a lawyer. Everything they did it on their own, against the law. We are talking about the judiciary. We are talking about a whole nation that lies and applies on laws, rules, and laws. He was bundled in. And since then, he's been incarcerated in the DSS. They have made there his home, his bed, his family, his food, his day to day home. And the same man is sick. The same man needs urgent medical attention, that they failed to listen, that they failed to obey, that they failed to acknowledge. And that brings us to this question and what we are doing and what we're asking and what we're saying. Is it that the justice system has failed? Or is it that it's not functioning? Or is it that it's functioning to a set of people? Some set, some set of people, okay, is meant to be giving justice. And some set of people, especially one set of people, region, is set to be denied, is set to be humiliated, is set to be what? Object of caricature. And this set of people is like the laws must be applied, they must be humiliated, they must be shamed. We are talking this and we are discussing it. We are talking about it because that is the in thing. It is everyday topic. Because every day it is released, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is on the mouth of every child that even children born these days, 2 years old, 3 years old, including 1 year old. The 1 year old can mimic it because they hear their parents talking about it every day. They hear adults, people talking about it every day. What about the 3 years old, the two, the four, the five? They all know about it. It is everyday slogan. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That it has come to the extent that children, when children are crying, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then you should know the height of it. Even children know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being injusticized. Then we want to know why we're talking about it. Because that has to do the needful. Because the world has got to hear about it. That is not as if it is being fabricated. No, it is every day happening. It is happening every day. It is the main thing. It is the order of the day. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has been denied every aspect of law. And when we talk, they say no, they come easily to deny it. When people raise it, they come easily to deny it. When the lawyers, his own lawyers raise it, they come closely to deny it. Before the whole world, they are innocent. And within the same country, inside the same country that we know, they handle it the way they want. They push him the way they want. They put it the way they want. And when you talk about it, they do not want you to talk about it. But one thing we must know is that no government should be above its own laws. Nobody, no presidency shall be above its own laws. So what are you doing? What are you ruling? If any aim of the government is being growing above the law, then there is no country. It becomes anarchy. Anarchy is not the people. Anarchy is the government themselves, the rulers, the leaders. Because of what? They tend to do it on their own. They tend to order. They tend to dictate. You must not talk. You cannot voice out. It is the way they want it. They make it happen. They go above the law. They want to push the law above you. They want to do everything above the law. They do not obey the law. They do not listen to the law. They listen only to themselves, the way they want it, the how they want to do it, and when they want to do it. And especially to one set of people. And right now, to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a man who has been incarcerated, that you have not found guilty of any crime. Your court, your own court, your own court, according to your own laws, according to the laws, constitution of the land, declares him innocent, that he should not be tried of any order of these crimes. It has been striked out. Instead of letting him go with your veto power, you kept him in. Above your own laws, you did not want to release him. He has not been found guilty. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu only used a microphone. He used the microphone to call out the wrongs, to call out the wrongdoings, to speak, to call government to order, to bring them to the impediment that will come, to bring them to the awareness of what is happening within them, that they feign that they are not saying it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tried to bring these so many things to the open, calling the attention even of the things that are happening today, that are crying insecurity, insecurity, insecurity. Insecurity that we're not taken care of. Insecurity that the government filled deaf ears, blind eyes, as if they were not seeing anything, as if they are not seeing anything, they are not hearing it. And a man was out there calling the attention of the government to take control of what is happening. He was calling them to watch the insecurity, to do something so that lives will not be lost. So many lives already have been lost because of this insecurity, because of this evil that are going on in the country, because of this slaughtering that are going on in the country. He called. He was speaking out. He was calling the attention, opening the eyes of everyone. And they pretended as if they were not saying it. And that same man who was calling for good, that same man who was fighting that everywhere should be calm, that things should be done the way supposed to do it, that corruption should stop, that same man become a tool. He becomes an enemy. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not kill anybody, was not found with a gun. He was using a microphone. And yet, even now, they said when you carry an arm, You are captured. You are arrested. You are what? Prosecuted. They said you shouldn't carry it. You cannot carry not even a knife. And you are called a criminal. But within today and every day, millions of terrorists, bandits in Nigeria are carrying all over Nigeria. They have invaded. They have invaded. They carry arms. Seen all over the places. It is everyday talk in the country. The children, even the children, they know that because it is all over in the domain. It is all over that we all have seen. Some bold journalists, they talk about it, they know it. All the governors in Nigeria, they know it, including many governors, the North themselves, the governors of the North themselves, that are bargaining with the federal government of Nigeria, with these bandits. They come with their guns. It's all over in the media. It is true, and it's true, and it's true. Those people are being what? Pardoned, negotiated with, paid them great sum of money, ransomed with them, while they bring people, they kill, they kidnap, they call millions from the government. Government give them millions for them to do what? For them to release people they kidnapped. They do handshakes. They have their leaders. It is all over. They take their pictures. They eat their jollof rice. They give them pepper soup. They give them clothes. They give them houses. They marry for them. Those people that have carried children, young children, if you're a mother, if you're a father, and you happen to have a young child, a young baby, a small baby girl, you call your baby girl like those leaders that is bragging that they are citizens. Almost all of them, they are citizens of different countries. They boast about their children are too precious to them. They have young daughters. They are too precious. Their daughters are too precious to them. They call them good names. Oh, my darling, my sweetheart, my princess. And they have the nerves to use the same country money, the same government money, the same people's money. They travel abroad. They keep their families safe. And here in Nigeria, young girls, young children, 7 years, 6 years, 8 years, 10, 12, are ripped from their parents, are ripped, taken from schools, houses. Do you know what they do with these children? You as a father, you as a mother, you that are hearing me today, you are a father. Even if you are not a father yet, you have a younger sister. Assuming is your younger sister, the way you feel when somebody should molest your own younger sister. You know the way you feel. Not to talk of a father and mother. Somebody grabbed, kidnapped your own precious daughter, your princess. They rape these children. They rape these young girls. They rape them repeatedly, impregnate them. And those children that have been babies for them, and bear their tithes. And you, government, you keep quiet. And you, father, as a governor, as a whatever, as a senator, people that are representing the land, the world, the country, the keepers of home, the keepers of the country. You people keep quiet. You did not do anything. And some of them have hands in nurturing those people. It is not hearsay. They are everyday occurrences. They are everywhere. They are in the public domain. Their news are everywhere. And you nurture them. You say you have forgiven them, you give them beautiful name, repentant Boko Harams, you bring them in, back into the army, into the police, you give them houses, some they return back to their bushes, they continue killing and slaughtering, marrying and marrying with these young girls. Now, and not one of them have been brought to court. Not one of them. They have raped and killed, slaughtered. And the government have not stand, the judiciary have not stand one day to bring them to book. But here, one man is being tossed around. One man that the court, your court, our court, by our laws, international laws, including, have cleared, have cleared that he is innocent. And this same one man, the hands are pulling him. This one said, not persecute him. That one said, persecute him, because that is what it looks like. Not bringing a man to court in giving him a chance for fair hearing. No. But rather, objectives and objection. Objection and objection to every side. Blockage. The hands are pulling him. No from here, no from there, no from there. Then why is he being brought to court? What does it mean? Let him go. No. But every day you must bring him to court. The moment he steps in, adjournment. What is in that case that cannot be ruled in one day? Even while the court have discharged, acquitted him. What is it? What is the meaning of judiciary? And where is the justice of the oppressed? And what is the country breeding? Judiciary, are you breeding terrorists? That is the law is breeding terrorists, and say well of them and destroys that one that stands upright to speak for good and good of everyone. Is that what it means? Is it that the country just want to breed only corruption and criminals and deadly terrorists, like we used to say, or the saying goes. He said, if when a government crime persists in a nation, one day, second day, third day, crime, we're talking about crime. We're not talking about protest, exercising human right. No, we are talking about crime, terrorism that is happening in Nigeria today. It's happening in Biafra land every day in Biafra land, that they have turned it as a war zone, politically organized crimes, politically organized crimes, just because they want to pull Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down, just because they want to pull him down, just because they want to lay one word. Or else, if not, tell us why he is being dragged. Tell us why he is being detained against the court orders of his discharge. Why? Oh, because of unrest in the southeast. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you have kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and brought him back and incarcerated him while the so-called unrest. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in jail, was in the DSS, and was planning kidnapping and was planning, unrest or insecurity. No. Would you have arrested or kidnapped, not arrested, kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and kept him in DSS to have searching for proof to bring him down, to nail on him? No. No. We have had so many testimonies. It doesn't matter what they try to prove now, but we have so many testimonies in the public domain, in the media, everywhere. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doesn't have a hand in the unrest. They were all politically arranged. Because while they were destroying and boiling in the north, they want to boil down the southeast too, the Biafran land too, so that they will say, oh, they are the IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gang up. No, it is not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is not the IPOB. They were all politically organized crime. Or if not, why is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being held down till today? Why is it that your hands do not want to lose him? Why is it that you prefer to turn him from one side to the other? While the people that are committing real world crime, terrible crimes, and their people sponsors are all over the places. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be the one to be do what? To be prosecuted or persecuted because of the crimes of those ones that they carry as egg. How can a country pay? How can leaders pay crime? They are paying crime. They do not want to give it, they do not want to break them to book. But here is an innocent man. Let me get back there. That when a crime persists 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, we're not going to fourth day, fifth, 1 week, 1 week, crime continues, 2 weeks. Then ask the question, please, supposed to know. They're supposed to know. They have knowledge of what is happening. Chief security of a country, you know what it is? Chief security of a state, and you do not know. And the same crime persists. We're not talking about 1 day. We are not talking about 1 week. We're not talking about 1 month. We are not talking about 2 months. We are talking about years, years, and years. The same terrible crimes continuing happening. And the government could not address it. Not even the judiciary handled it. Show us one person that they handled the way they are trying or handling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case now. No, they do not have power there to handle them. They pet them. They do not even want them to come close. Maybe that's what you people are telling us now. That is what you people are showing because that's what you people are doing. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be sampled. He's supposed to be sampled. He's supposed to be used as an example. This is the time to tell the world what the judiciary is all about, what you people want to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How can a man, a judge, give a mandate for a medical report, for an examination to be taking place within the what? Within the convent. The person, and what did you do? There was no proper examination, but rather a report, a falsified report, a falsified certificate of report of a said heart that is falling. It was accepted. Why can't the same judiciary within there examine the forged certificate? Why can't they order to examine it? No, it cannot happen. When there is a report, such thing comes in so many countries, not civilized. Let me not use civilized countries. countries that obey, that works by rules and laws. Such a report must be examined. But no, no, in the Nigerian judiciary, that is what we are seeing now. It's all over the places. And while people are talking, people are protesting. People protested, the masses, the whole world, everywhere protested. Because people, outsiders from other countries, many have called for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is not as if while people are protesting, they were first to protest. No. But when one person, the second person, let's now include the third person, says the same thing, gives the same result of testimony at a particular time, you know it is true. Then the fourth person, then the fifth person, then the sixth person, seventh till tenth, and spreading hundreds, now thousands, millions. Then who is lying? Or is it because the government is above the people? People are afraid. They make people to live in terror. Do you know what it means? When you cannot voice out, when you are afraid to talk, because when you talk, you get arrested. When you talk, you are put in prison or they go after you. Then people are afraid to talk. People no longer have trust in the judiciary. That is what it is showing. Or else, do the right thing. People can no longer believe in the judiciary, trust the judiciary as the last hope of the poor, of the oppressed. When it comes to the leaders, you get what? Justice. When it comes to your own people, you get justice. When it's an Igbo man, no justice. No justice. Now it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as an Igbo man, Biafran. There is no justice. The justice have ceased. There is nothing like justice, not even a spelling of justice, not even a word of justice for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for a Biafran. It does not exist. There is nothing like justice. People are crying out, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People are crying and not begging one word because it is the truth. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be free because it is the truth. It is by your laws. It is by the laws. It is by what? By the order of the court. And those of them that are supposed to be feared people, those of them that are terrors themselves, they are now rejoicing, living in good homes, sheltered. And you tell me that there is justice in Nigeria, judiciary system, or within the government, because if there is justice, then the needful should have been done. Or else, why? What is the motive? And why must Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be held down, incarcerated? Why must he be persecuted? What is that particular thing that makes you feel that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be persecuted? Not anymore persecution, because the court prosecute. But when it turns like torture, it becomes okay, persecution. What makes you feel? What is that in thing? What is that word? What is that fear? What is that that hands are being lifted, tightened, pointing at him that he must be kept incarcerated? If there is a reason why you should not, or you mean that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be continued being incarcerated, that means the government has failed. That means people have failed the masses. That means your law have failed. That means there are things that should be explained to the masses. Of course, the masses are living in disarray because the masses are living in terror. The masses are living in hunger. Do you know what you are doing? The masses cannot trust you, the judiciary, anymore. The government, the masses cannot trust you anymore. If you cannot release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu based on the laws and court order, accept the way you want it, accept how you want it, accept the way you want to treat it, then tell the world. Why must he be held down? What is that? Then we do not trust the judiciary anymore. Then we do not trust the judiciary anymore. And let me just note something here. Within the time I think the 2023 election of the presidency, of the governorship, and all that, okay, the election was said to be rigged, is it not? And somebody who was down automatically became first. People shouted, people cried out, mandate stolen, mandate stolen, mandate stolen. When the presidency was declared, the president, oh, everybody went to sleep. He was installed as the presidency or as the president. Even upon all the allegations, not allegations, everything were labeled, talked about, that is in the public domain that we know. P2B went, Article went, they all went for appeal. What happened? Everything were died down and it was told as a president. Thank God. Today, our dear Mr. President, what happened to our judiciary? If you can be installed as the president, we also heard, we also know in the public domain, it is there in the media. Oh, the said direct, the president, ex drug baron, but nobody. We accepted you as a president, of course. And when the FBI, the United States government, has said to do what? Open up your case file in the US. You sent delegates, to do what? To order the court to negotiate with them that they will not open it. That is your privacy. If all knew your past, knew all those things, and we accepted you as our president because they said the judiciary, the law, the justice, named you as the president, and it was applied. And today, you are our president, that we appreciate you. Then, how much more a man who is innocent that you cannot release, that you cannot allow to go home to his family? A man that is innocent and have been kept night and day, denied of his rights. A man that is sick and they pretended and they come out to say that he's not sick. And Mr. President, sir, you are not seeing this. To allow him to go, even while the judiciary, because it looks like the judiciary are no longer an arm itself. It looks as if the judiciary is not functioning on its own, because that is the way it's supposed to be. Judiciary is supposed to be an arm of the government on its own. And it's supposed to be the last resort. The last resort for the presidency, for the legislature. It's supposed to be. But now, judiciary no longer works. It's no longer the last resort, but to the said leaders, it is their last resort because they turn it the way they want it. They zoom it the way they want it. It looks like a camera. When you want to snap a picture, you zoom. If it is too far, you zoom it. It comes close to to the point that you want it. Then when you do not want it, you zoom it back. That is the way it looks like that the judiciary is being handled. Then if not, the way and manner where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being tossed around, where he's being, tossed. Can you imagine bringing a man each and every day to court for how many times? In 10 years, in 9 years. You can count how many times Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been to court. Where does it happen? Where does it happen? Which country that it does happen? That a man is being tossed around in 10 years every day in and out is in court. That justice has been denied to him. Even voices that have arisen to say no, these voices that are speaking, many, the masses themselves, and they are clamped down and they are said to be working against the Lord. Don't you know that people have a right to talk, to criticize? If people do not criticize your government or criticize you, you can never do well. And by the way, why must you, or do you have different political parties? You have different political parties so that they can watch themselves, so that there will not be evil in the land, so that they can watch themselves, the step of themselves. That one is not doing well, the other one from there can enter and can do better. They criticize, themselves. This one might not produce better, that one can produce better. Swing to the other. But no, low behind. It's not. The masses are talking. They said, oh, they shouldn't talk. They want to shut up the masses. They want to shut up the movement of the masses that are crying out to see release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that this is no longer a process. This is no longer a court process. It is no longer a court process. This one is above. It's no longer a court. It's as now it's like they want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by all means. Then tell the whole world, tell us. If it is not so, do the needful. Release him. Obey the masses. Obey your law. Obey the court order and release him and end all this unnecessary adjournment and court hearing. Allow the man to go and treat himself. For whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, his lawyers raised, no, it is no go area. All is no, refused. He must face the trial. How can such a man believe to get a fair hearing from your court? There is no more a fair hearing. This is no longer court hearing. This is no longer prosecution. There is no way for him to get a fair hearing because it's as if everybody from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, everyone want to take a part. It has come to the part that not even they are not even afraid of anybody. As long as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in there, every other Igbo man is is a cake to be chewed, is a chingum to be chewed. To be chewed. Bring him. Bring him here. Put him here. Cut him here. Bring him to every blessed day. A sick man that was refused treatment and was said he is good to face trial. Since they could not kill him within the python dance in his house where the army invaded his house. Oh, what if they are continue keeping him? You want him dead by all means? Is that tell the world what you want because the world are watching. We are watching. So if anything happens to him now, you tell us that is the way God wanted. There is nothing that God wanted that way. It does not exist. What is existing is that laws, justice refuse to be served. And because of that, the harm is done. There is nothing like the way God wanted is the wish of God. No. Why? What is the reason? What is that fear? Tell the whole world. What is that thing that he must be persecuted? And the terrorists are moving night and day, and you are dining with the terrorists. Some are sponsoring the terrorists, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has not sponsored anyone, is being incarcerated. Or tell the world why they want everybody dead. Oh, the terrorists should be moving, carrying their cows as if pretending they are carrying their cows and moving from one village one community to the other, in the southeast, in the Biafran land, killing people anyhow, butchering them anyhow. And the government is not saying anything, not even raised one word while people were butchered. No senator, no governor condemned those killings. They do not go there. They do not know what is, they know what is happening. They say it, they see the dead bodies being buried in the mass grave, families crying, and they have not visited one family. They have not asked what is happening. They feel as if they do not hear it. They close their eyes, they do not see it. Not even the army, not even the police come around while they're doing this. You call them, they off their phones, they for the answer. And while people start protesting, they come to arrest them. They come to destroy, especially in Biafra land. They come to destroy. They come to pour petroleum. They come to burn houses. When they burn houses, they give you the answer. They give you the report. When people are asking, they say it is IPOB. Wow. Why must it be? If that is not the reason, why keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu there? Why must it be hanged? Why must it be hanged? Tell the whole world. Then, if your justice system is working, do the needful. Do the needful. It's as simple as ABCD. When one is arraigned in court, that person is being done what? Judged by the law. Section this, section that, according to section this, that. But no, in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is what they say, what they decide to do. What they say they decide to do is what they will do, no matter what. Even when they say judges give order, orders are not obeyed. And the judges do not even care. They cannot stop the order. They cannot make the orders to work because of what? Somebody is manipulating it. Somebody is giving orders contrary to the law. Judiciary is up to you to redeem your name. You can redeem your name, or else there is no country. A man has said, give me my people. What wrong is in what he's doing? In killing, you are killing his people. You are suffering his people. There is no kind of inhumanity that is not done to Biafrans. Have you imagined what this man is asking for? One thing, give me my people. Since you people do not want me, you do not want my people. What have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu done just because he's asking for referendum? Peacefully, agitating. Because he said, oh, since you people cannot protect my people, let these people protect my land. Protect our land, though, from being taken away from us because they are coming to kill us night and day. That is the evil. Is that why the government cannot protect its own people? Why did T.Y. Danjuma Unless, security personnel said to his people, you people can protect yourselves. Protect yourselves. Why did so many of them, security personnel, now and then, they say the government cannot protect you or cannot protect, they do not have enough to protect the people, to fight back. They say they do not have enough arms. But if it is bombing Biafra land, if it is killing in Biafra land, burning in Biafra land, they go there, they have equipment to destroy in Biafra land, to war in Biafra land. But if it is to catch one terrorist, no. In Sambisa forest, they cannot. In Biafra land, they can. That is where they can war. Give me my people. These same people you do not like. These same people you don't want them to talk. Let us just say the truth here, because this is a place, a platform of truth. The same people you do not like them. You do not want them. They cannot even talk. You accept them. They live like slaves within and around you. The same country, Nigeria. Biafrans live like slaves anywhere they go. Igbo man, Igbo man, Igbo man, Igbo man, go back to your house, go back to your home, go back to your home, go back to your home. You are being maltreated, messed up. You want them to leave your own land. For example, you have Yoruba people in the US. You have them mm, in Britain. You have them in France. You have them in Germany. You have them. How many times have the government of these places asked? Let me just use that as example to go home. No. Oh, let me use now somebody as an example. Wike said he has boldly, proudly said his wife, all his children, all American citizens. Okay? They're all American citizens. And in America, where they live, they are not being maltreated. They have their houses, including the ones they bought now and then. As a leader that loves his country a lot, or as a leader that loves his own country. I love Nigeria, my country. As a leader, long time leader, a strong leader, your children are all abroad, safe and sound, with all the best houses around them. America have not sent them home. America have not destroyed their houses. America give them justice according to the justice of that land, according to the laws of that land. They are being judged, they are being protected. If not, you wicked will go to court. The same thing as for every one of them. According to every one of them that have so many of them, all the leaders, they have their children abroad, they have them study abroad, they have all their properties abroad. You keep your property safe in those countries, and all those countries have not messed you up one day. They have not destroyed your property, because if they destroy your property, they must pay you. You process them to court. Why will you go to court process those people? Anybody that messes with your property or mess with your life, why will you go to court there? Their courts there protect you and give you an answer and give you a better judgment. And here, when you come to your country, you cannot protect the law. What are you doing? Double agent. Then how do you love that country? Then how do you save that country? Then how do you want that country to grow? Then what are you teaching the children, the youth of that country? You are messing that country up. You are messing it up. All of your children are being protected outside. All of you are being protected. All your assets are being protected outside the country. And no country do mess it up. No country do mess with these assets of yours. Because you must go to court. Then why must you come back here and you will not apply the laws the way it's supposed to be? You become above the law, and somebody got to protect his own president. And here you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brought down. Oh, nobody should talk about your own. They should protect your own. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be done with. He should be dealt with. Whereas criminals are moving around. Whereas they are moving day and night and showing off and even telling us, making videos and telling us that they are number one citizens and we cannot do anything, that they can do anything and get away with it, but we cannot get away with it. We cannot do it. The Igbo man is a poor prey. Prey. You know what is called a prey? Something to be played with. Something to be toyed. Let me not use play. Let me use toyed. Something to be toyed with. You can toy with an Igbo man. You can destroy his houses as many times as you want it. They cannot go to court. No court, no court protects them. No court talk about them. No court can give them justice of what they have lost, what you have illegally destroyed. There is no court. An Igbo man, Biafran will not even dare to go to court because he cannot get justice. Because they cannot look at him and give him justice. And of course, why must their places of income, their business places? The other day it was Alaba International. It was burning. Burning. Why must it be? Because they are the places where an Igbo man, the Biafran, gets his or her living. They are losing a lot. What you are doing to my people, Nnamdi Kanu's people, is what Nnamdi Kanu said. No, no, give me my people. You don't want a Biafran around you, an Igbo man around you. You mess up with an Igbo man, everybody, you just toy with an Igbo man. And yet you don't want to let Igbo man go. Let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not no use to you. He's an Igbo man. Let him go. Let Biafrans go. If not, what is in your justice system? It is no longer justice. It is no longer human. What is it that it judges? Do you know what is called a chief judge? There is no way you can operate the court without the laws. The laws are the Bible of the court. The Constitution is the Bible of the church, is the bedrock, is your child. There is no way you cannot carry your child about as a mother, your little child. The laws, they are mighty, but they remain children to judiciary. They are the aim, they are the knife, they are the hammer, they are the everything, they are the tool, they are the network. How can you do without it? But no, they have thrown it away. They want to do it the way they want to do it on their own. It looks as if something is having somebody is having grudges. It looks as if they are personal grudges they are having for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for Igbo in general. It looks like a lot of people are having grudges, personal grudges, and they want to use or hide behind the curtain of power to show it. Why justice are being treaded down. If the whole country, the whole masses have said, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent, is it now is it that everybody, including the ex-presidents, not one ex-president, not two, not three, many people that matters are saying, allow him to go, free him to go, free him now. And when they come out to protest, you bring them down. No, they should not talk. No, they should not go there. Then, if you cannot do the needful, if you cannot give the justice that is deserved in court, why don't you allow people to go out and speak? No, you do not want people to show up. You do not want people to talk about the truth. For how long will you sustain this? And for how long will you do what? For how long will you bring down justice? For how long will you hide it? For how long will you do what? Suppress justice. For how long? For how long will you suppress people that people cannot come out to say the truth? Out of the mouth of what? Two witnesses, three witnesses, four witnesses, 500, 1,000, 1,000,000. Oh my God. If that is the words I established, if one, two people, three can testify, witness for a proof, and establish a particular truth, how much more millions of people, millions of people crying out that something is wrong, then something is actually wrong, or if not, the judiciary is over to you. Over to you. Because this is no longer a court, no longer a process, are personal. Somebody, those people are giving personal judgment the way they want it. Then we are the voices of the people. We do not support violence, but we tell you the truth the way it is. We stand for human right. We stand for development. We stand for unity. peace and order. Must somebody, must you be eating? Okay, you have a maid, you eat, and you place your legs on top of the head of your maid, your housemaid, pacing that housemaid down to eat. That when you want to bath, when you want to sit down, you sit on top of the head of your housemaid. When you want to go out, you ask your housemaid to back you. Bend down and back me. When you want to take your birth, oh, my housemaid, get that sponge and scrub my back. You must scrub my back. You must stand still until I finish taking my bath. You should not move. When you are eating, your housemaid stand by to give you water in the mouth. Your housemaid, your housekeeper, what does he do? Your housemaid eat only bread, crumbs under your table. That is what you people have turned the Igbo people to. Igbo must not talk. They must not belong. They must not have what we have. They must be molested. They must be disgraced. They must not be given justice. Then the Igbos themselves, Biafrans, then they want to force themselves to belong, to be accepted by you. If they must be accepted by you, they must do your bidding. If they do not do your bidding, then they are not part of you. Then they must be molested. They remain like your housekeeper, like your houseman. Housekeeper is even a big word, like your maid, like your slave. And that is exactly why what is looking like in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he must remain there. He must not move. Tell the word. We are asking if you cannot give him justice for his people, to him, allow him to go. Or else prove that you are a protector of the judiciary. Prove to the world that the judiciary is still what it is. Prove to the whole world that judiciary still have a place in people's heart in that country, Nigeria. Prove to the whole world that judiciary can save at any time, can give hope and hopes to the oppressed. Prove to the whole world that you obey your laws, that you are obeying your own laws, and you are protecting and standing by your own law. Otherwise, you are pretending. Otherwise, you just talk from outside, cover, lies and lies, and the inside, you do what you want. And in the outside, when people talk, you are easy to spend money to cover up. These killings of Christians today that the American Senate are talking about, is it not the same killings Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was crying about? Is it not the same killing he was crying that coming to kill my people, please protect the land, that coming to kill our people, that coming, protect the land? That he was calling the government to hear, to listen, to do something. Is it not the same killing they are doing while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was calling, was crying, was begging? Then why is it that as the killings are on, that they cannot, you cannot accept it that it is true, but being covered. Somebody cannot say the truth that truly Christians are slaughtered in thousands, in hundreds every day in Biafra land, in the north of Nigeria, in Biafra land, that is I've been in the southwest, everywhere, in the northeast, everywhere, all over. Is it not the same thing Mazi Nnamdi was crying about that is happening today? That today, when it gets to the notice of the world, that the government tried to deny it. Oh, that is not happening. Tell me, what is the crime of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What is the crime of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Since the terrorists, since they are killing and destroying, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still incarcerated today, that they want to bring him, that is to face whatever that I don't know. The judiciary, where is your justice? Nigerian government, where is your justice? Where is the right of your citizen? Why and why do you still want to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to this extent? Why is it that you do not want to release him? Because you have the power, presidency, to do so. Even while the judiciary failed, you're supposed to do the needful. You're supposed to listen to the voices of the masses. Then, if the judiciary is right, why must people that matters every day speaking and calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And why will the whole world, why will the whole country, why will one come out to say release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even when you people do not want people to protest openly, to talk about it? Why will the protesters' mouth be shut up? They have the right to speak out. That is the way people voice out their anger, what the government is doing, what the government doing that is not good, and you want to shut them down. Look, let me tell you, in all those countries that you are moving about, that you're having your children, you're making your children the citizens, and your citizens are not the people, your own country citizens. Oh, your children belong to other country citizens, because those countries are doing well, and you do not want them to be your own citizens, and you come to say that you are a minister, you are a senator, you are a president, you are a governor, and none of your children are citizens of the country you are governing. What are you? And when people come out to talk, you bring them down, you shut them down. And in those countries, your children are, they have mouths to speak, they have mouths to protest. They answer number one citizen, American citizen, they have every right of a British citizen. They have every right of an American citizen. They can practice it, they can do anything they want. They are judged and given protection, judgment, justice by the countries of that land. And while in the same country that we say we are citizens, we are slaves, we are nothing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being persecuted, and you are standing on it. Tell us, what is your justice? Why don't you allow us to go? Allow Biafrans to go in peace. Let them go. You do not want them. Let them go. Must all of us be killed before justice will be had? This is to the whole world. Arise and save Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Biafrans, lovers of freedom, this is where we are today. We must know the truth. We must continue to speak the truth. We must rise and speak the truth that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released. We must tell the whole world the truth. Or maybe they do not, or they pretend they do not see it, or they do not hear it, but we must continue to speak it. Good evening, dear friends. We are coming back again Friday, same time next week. Veronica, Ada Jesus, and BTV Europe, God bless you. Spread the gospel. Spread the gospel. Good evening.